crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action this time with Love. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And a short gain down to about the 33. There on the tackle, Mika Fitzpatrick.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 33-yard line.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. To throw now. Here's Love. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. They run the counter. It's Harris, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now, Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger will throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Ben to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Out of his end zone, Love. And this throw will be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0.
Steelers 14, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Cohen gets it again on second.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
On 2nd and very short, Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Steelers first down.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They run the counter. Harris. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They hand this off to Harris. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Love from the gun.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just out past the 25 and no further. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He sets to fire deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. On 1st and 10, Love. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Off the play fake, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, for Ben Roethlisberger, he had the elbow reconstruction back in 2019, but he does not appear to have lost much at all, as that was a rocket.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give right side. Harris, 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now here's another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this may be one of those games as a quarterback where you just want to go home, draw the curtains, get the ice cream out of the freezer, stay home till Wednesday.
Yeah, but I wouldn't advise that, because if you stay home till Wednesday, the backup's going to have your job on Tuesday. All right, so I would say get out of bed, but I understand the sentiment. What a tough go for him. Defense, active all game long, foiled everything he tried to do, and then finished it off in a big way.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well,
and my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Following the interception, Love. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And the carry on first down by Mostert, going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Right there.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things